Hey everybody, before I start this video, I just wanted to put in this little disclaimer thing. I wanted to apologize. The audio quality for this is not particularly great because I was recording the audio through my camera as I was recording so that I could talk to it and make sure it all synced up properly, but the microphone on my camera kind of just sucks. So I apologize. That also meant that I had to get up really close to it in order to make sure that it was picking up everything, and so you hear a lot of my breathing, and personally I think it kind of sounds terrible, but I'm editing this video. It's already almost midnight at the end of Thursday, and I don't really have time to redo the entire voiceover, and I've just been having a really, weird kind of off week, and I want to make sure I get a video up at least, so please bear with me. I apologize. In the future, I will make sure that I have a different way of recording everything so that hopefully it will sound a lot better and just be more awesome. So sorry again for the poor quality of video, or the poor quality of the audio, rather, and now I will let you get to the video. Thank you so much for bearing with me.
Greetings and salutations, my lovelies. Bardic Kitty here, bringing you a sketchbook tour. I know I had said that I was going to do the second part, the coloring of that commission that I had posted the first part for last week, but rather than rush the completion of the piece, I've decided to push that video back another week and go ahead and do this one, which I've kind of been wanting to do anyway. You might recognize this drawing from a couple videos ago, where I also showed you the first several pages of this, and I will link that video below in the description. So basically what I had wanted to do was at the end of each month do like a bonus video where I do a sketchbook tour of that month's sketches and then do the final sketch for the month. And that's sort of what I did with this one, except that it was on February 15th. And that was just because I hadn't gotten the idea until much later. And then I ended up having the March that I did, and now here it is, ended April. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just through March for this video, and it's just going to be the sketchbook tour, and then at the end of March I'll do the all of March and do the sketch like I wanted to as a bonus video. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Again, this one I sketched in a previous video. This was, I decided to do a doodle-han, and then for whatever reason she ended up in sexy lingerie, but mostly I just wanted to draw a doodle-han, which, for those of you who don't know, the Headless Horseman is kind of the mythology that that's based off of, is, I believe, Celtic? Irish? Something like that. I'm a little familiar with it, but I don't claim to be any kind of expert, but they've been showing up a lot more in anime and stuff, and I think they're really neat, and I do want to do more research on them as well, but that's her. This one, I had fun just drawing this cute little elf chick with 3 eyes and horns, and then I decided to take some colored pins to it, and, well, it could have... I feel like I should have just done the facial markings and then stopped, but I'm pretty happy with it overall. Just occurred to me, I started recording this, and I've got the dryer going, so hopefully that isn't too loud, and if you can hear that in the background, I am so sorry. I wanted to try to get this done, before it got too late, while I was still relatively coherent, and also, try to do it all in one take, so I don't want to stop and start over. Alright, anyway, so this one was kind of a scribble challenge-y kind of thing. I had, this shape, and this, and I'm like, it's a mouth and a nose! And it turned into one of the most terrifying things I've ever drawn. This one was based off of a picture I found on Google. I have been doing a lot of that where I'll just practice poses and just kind of try to do really simple practices off of online images. So I'm not trying to claim anything as my own. I'm not doing anything commercial with these. It's just for practice for myself. So I'm sorry if you see a pose or something that you recognize. Most of them I kind of give my own twist where I change the outfit a bit or something anyway, but just so you know, These are done from possibly copyrighted images, and again, it's just for me, just for practice, so I'm sorry if that offends you. Right. My fun little elf girl. I've been really enjoying playing with ears lately. Little triclops that I didn't get to finish, but I was just really happy with the way this face turned out. This actually, I did an ink for. Let me show you here real quick. Ta-da! And I've done some digital flat color on her. I fixed up the wings. I didn't really like the way these ones turned out. That was a possible Pathfinder character that I ended up going with my other concept instead. More merpunk. I love her. I had decided it had been too long since I'd drawn her, so I drew her again. I actually did this one on my first ever test stream on Twitch, so that's something that I have been wanting to do more of. I've still only ever done this one. Someone in the chat actually named her, so her name is Scarlet. And if you're interested in seeing streams from me, on Twitch in particular, I know that you can also stream here on YouTube, but I'm not too interested in doing that just now. But anyway, let me know. I believe there will be a link in the description for my channel if you wanted to go follow there, and I will hopefully in the future, if I do start streaming, be posting it on Facebook and Instagram. I have no idea where Netflix came from. Posting that I am going to start streaming on Facebook and Instagram if I ever do in the future. Apparently, it's already too late and I can't talk. This is my four-armed planeswalker-y kind of character, plane shifter. Shamira, I did a chibi of her earlier in the year, and she's kind of awesome. I love her. This one was... I forgot to silence my phone. Sorry about that. Anyway, so this was, I was drawing my character Callie, also who I have drawn previously in the sketchbook. I've got, I think, a chibi of her, and one that's just like a random outfit, so like that one is her, and I think the chibi was earlier than that. Yeah, there she is. Ta-da! But I was trying to do more of like a realistic portrait, and this was actually these techniques I learned on a Skillshare class. Skillshare seems pretty awesome. I haven't had a chance to do too much with it yet, but I do recommend it if you're looking for like classes to take and just tips and things on how to improve pretty much anything. But I was really happy with the way it turned out, but I ran out of time that day. I may come back and finish this one and a few of the other ones as well later on, just add a bit to them. Having a bit of a rough day. There's been a lot of that. There's always a lot of that. But yeah, so just kind of, you know, again, this is like, I had just gotten my hair cut and I was kind of like in a hurry, and it was like a quick pseudo self-portrait of me just kind of flipping out. So there you go. This one I did, March 1st. It was, I was at Anime Crossroads, and me and my friend that I was sharing my artist table with were having a conversation about yanderes and how scary they are. And so I got this idea of this like really creepy yandere girl who like, you know, had heard a comment from her senpai that she was not skinny enough, and like basically ripped out her guts and asked, you know, am I skinny enough now? Creepy stuff. And then you have this, because, you know, giraffe in a swimming pool, why not? The kind of the joke right now is that this is the same giraffe as from one of my Inktober pieces, and there might be more of those in the future. This one was a scribble challenge. My friend that I was at that convention with did all of these, like you can see these darker lines here, and she was like, ha, I want to see what you did with that. And I looked at it for like literally 2 seconds and started sketching, and it happened. It was like, haha. Been enjoying playing with facial markings a lot lately, and this is a guy and someone who is bald, which are both things that I don't draw very often. Let's see. Some days you just have a bad day. This one did not turn out very well, but at least I drew something. This was I'm not sure where this was going. I think she was going to be some kind of bug lady, and she's got like a headscarf. I don't know why. I was just drawing shapes, and that's kind of where it came to. Something a little odd. I was thinking about the concept of eyes being the windows to the soul, and what if it was like a door or a pathway instead. um, Random portrait sketch. Um, Somebody who's trying to work, and she's got tiny kittens all over her to being distracting. I feel like these some days, except that my kitties are nowhere near that tiny. I don't think kitties come that tiny, unless maybe they're like super kittens or something. Something creepy, just as something a little different. I wanted to, it's one of the things that I'm trying to do with this sketchbook is, well, not just the sketchbook, but this project where I'm doing the daily sketches, is to try to kind of do things that I don't often do. So, like a little robot head, for example. So I was watching a movie. It was, we were watching an MST3K episode, and they were supposed to be werewolves, and they looked like gorillas with like wolf masks. And so somebody made the comment of, it's just a gorilla in a dog mask. So I drew a couple of gorillas in dog masks because I liked that idea. Another one where I'm playing with, I feel like these are actually like gems inlaid into her skin. I really enjoy just doing these kind of random, like, fantasy female portraits. Random chibi character. She's being all, like, acrobaty and stuff. This was one where I did a very loose sketch with my pencil and then went in with, I believe these were the Sharpie brush markers, just to kind of see how they felt. I don't know that I like them very much. I wasn't able to get very smooth lines, and I like my Pentel Pocket brush better, I think. But I mean, they were Sharpie brand, so they weren't very expensive, and I'll still probably play with them more in the future. This is me revisiting my childhood, because I used to draw these flowers a lot when I was a kid. I would like doodle them over things, and I don't know, I got to thinking about that. I was like, I should just fill a page with those. No pencil on this one. This is straight in with the ballpoint pen, and they ended up with a gem in one of its eyes. I'm not really sure why. A lot of these are just kind of whatever comes to me at the time. Really awesome, kind of sassy chibi character here. Very, very stylish Cyclops with her, I'm not sure, I think, fro and the little star. She feels very, like, old school and awesome. Trying to draw monsters. I had watched the first Pacific Rim that day in preparation for going to see Uprising, and I was just trying to design something, and there's a lot here that I don't like, but I really like the head. Like, I feel like the head shape and, like, this, like, tongue thing came out really cool, but... Oh, I didn't finish this. I was gonna, like, color this in. It was gonna be almost all black or, like, really dark grays, and then have, like, the eyes be, like, really bright and shiny, because I was spending the night at my parents' place, and my sister's black cat was, like, sitting in a window, like, black cat silhouetted against slightly less black outside, and it just turned and looked at me, and it was terrifying. Random little fairy girl, playing around with, angles and things that I don't. I think this one actually, yes, I got Abadi-chan and Kun, so I've got, like, my little like, drawing people. My sister got these for me. It's awesome, and she's awesome, and so a lot of the ones from here out are actually going to be, like, I posed my dolls, and we're playing with them. So I think that's one. And then this was one where this guy leaping dramatically. This was another one. There's a lot of, like, elongation in the torso that I don't really like on that one in particular. This one was actually another one where I had found an image online, and I did the pose and then kind of designed the rest of like the outfit and the hair and everything kind of more off of just my own thing, so I kind of made that my own. And this is me accidentally drawing one of the most adorable things ever, because this is a baby Cyclops, and she is freaking cute. I was gonna just do a chibi, but something about the way that I did the face it felt much more like a child as opposed to just a chibi drawn character, or chibi style character. So I gave her like the tiny little baby pigtails, and it's so cute. And this would be another one with the, that I did with the dolls. See, and then this one with the dolls as well. And I hate drawing feet, and it kind of went off the side. I had the one foot like off at an angle, and his like arm looks broken. And see, March 30. Yeah, March 31st. This one was, I just started with some shapes and ended up with the eye and like the cloudy weirdness. I hope you guys can even see that. There's like this kind of weirdness in her eyes, and just kind of filled in around that central part that I started with. Alright, and so that is the like second half of February into March, and here in a few weeks you will see the rest of it when I go ahead and do the sketchbook tour for April's daily drawings. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please do comment below if you did, or if there's something specific you'd like to see me work on drawing in these sketchbooks. As you can tell, that led me actually almost to the end of this one. There were only like 1 or 2 more pages. So I actually have started a second sketchbook for my daily drawings, and so you will see that one. It's really cool. It's got like gargoyles or dragons, or no, it's the dragon one. I started with the dragon one. I'm going to do the gargoyle one next. But anyway, so you'll see that next week. Thank you very much for watching. Part 2 of the commission, where I do the coloring and everything, will be next Thursday instead of today. Sorry again about that, but I would rather take my time and do the piece well. Alright, well thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys again next week. Bye!